Okay, hello, welcome to day 80. It's been 80 days of us doing this same thing over and over again, but here I am regardless. Yesterday was a crazy day for Bitcoin. If you don't know, well, hold on, what day is it today? Today's the 16th. Okay, so on the 15th of October, so just yesterday. I didn't stream yesterday, was busy, whatever. Um, but okay, let's start off before that. The day before, 14th of October, we were at 66,483 was like approximately the highest point, and that was the resistance level that we had to break through. We were sustaining a very healthy uptrend at that moment, and we had a huge breakout from there, like immediately. Just in 1 hour, we had this God candle, 2.85% up, and we reached a high of whatever this is, 67,973. You know what that means? Okay, well, my positions are closed now, but they didn't close at that spike of the candle. Why? Because I had my positions with a take profit at 68,000, and this was 67,973. So literally just by 27, $26, it did not close that trade in Bitcoin, right? Which sucked. It dropped immediately right after that, down 3.41%, and even lower, right? We reached a low of 64,000. Imagine this. We went from almost 68,000 to 64, almost 65,000, right? $3,000 drop just instantly. This is all happening within 1, 2, 3 hours approximately. A lot of volatility for whatever reason. And then from there, we've recovered. Okay, so for sure, like this support level was broken, sorry, the resistance level, and we use it now as a support, which is the 67,000 mark, and we are currently in this range for Bitcoin. Highest price we reached today, yeah, that's today at 7 a.m., was 68,418. We dropped to a low of 67,200. Yeah, so within the 67, 68, $500 mark, which is where I have my fib level drawn. That's where we currently are at the moment. And I was almost correct in assuming that we would see some resistance at this zone, right? Because we're technically seeing that at the moment, but I was expecting like a spike in volatility. If a spike in volatility like this was going to happen, then it would have at least taken some of my profits out, which it still did anyway, so I'm content with that. We did drop below right now, $67,718 per Bitcoin in US dollars. It's currently up 1.32%, not too bad today. It was, yeah, still maintaining a healthy uptrend, which is what we love to see, of course. Didn't mean to move that. Let's see what actually happened. So, a lot of trades closed. Trades that we bought in, I kind of regret some of these actually, because we bought them at really good prices. 53,800, 56,200, 58,200, 57,200, 59,300. We made 219, 281, 249, 314, 394 in profit. This is from a trade from before in Ethereum. That's fine. Which is great. And look at the commissions as well. We're paying only 67 cents. I know the funding fee doesn't get applied in the demo account. If I had to estimate, it would probably be like $10, maybe, give or take, because of the amount of time that we had it open. We had it open from September 6th, and we're in October 16th. September 5, September 2, September 1, August 30. So a little over a month, right? A month and a week of holding this, and we made all this profit, which pretty neat. It boosts our equity up to $11,362.80. According to this, I have to actually go and write all this stuff down in my trading workbook, which I'm debating. Should I do that now? I'll do it later. Remind me to do that later, because I do want to check out the other stuff as well. Ethereum is up 1%, 1.02. It's $2,618.54, maintaining also a very healthy uptrend that we've seen over here. Similar volatility, going from 2,600 to 2,688, and then we dipped to this low that we have over here, 2,538 approximately. 536 to 536, okay. I'm deleting this. I will no longer be using the super trend because I don't know. I'm changing my strategies a bit on my main account still. Always changing my strategies, I know, but I promise one day I'll figure something out to, you know, set it in stone, and then I won't have to change my strategies that often. Anyway, so peak level we have to 688. That should be an important zone. In terms of Bitcoin, for example, we've already gone past the previous spike in volatility. Like Bitcoin would be approximately around up here, even higher, right? Ethereum has not managed to do that. It just stood in this little range, right? So not a lot of movement from Ethereum yet. So we got to see what happens. Uptrend is still healthy, so glad to see that. Matter of fact, I feel like entering. Can we find an entry right now? We technically can, because the upswing happened around here. Will we maintain the up momentum though? I like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Just for fun, right? We made a lot of profits today, so why not? I'm using the wrong one. This should be a long position. And also another thing that I learned is this. What are the levels? I can't read. Okay. 3.64 is the current average true range. And that should be the levels that I'm using for my stop losses. Just for my own information. I will grab this, get the calculator out, subtract whatever it is at the moment. 3.64 is the average true range. So that is my new stop loss. And I put this up here. Approximately, we go long on the VST account. Stop loss level is still copied. Draw this up to risk about 110, right? What's my equity? Yeah, 11,000. Yeah, so 1% of that is approximately 111, sure. And can you drop again? I'm not going to wait. Whatever. We'll enter it now. Now? Yeah, now. Let's go for it. Okay, there we go. Position entered. 2,620 is our entry price. 2,620.56. And we multiply the amount of ticks required by 2 to get our take profit, which will be up there. I wouldn't ask too much from Ethereum. Of course, it drops as soon as we enter, whatever. I wouldn't ask too much from Ethereum because it's not very volatile. Sometimes, sure, it can have its price movements, but it's very, very rare. So I'll just keep it where I see this right now. I do need to copy this take profit to here, or else I'm just asking to hit a stop loss. Come on. All right, there we go. Cool, that's what we got for Ethereum so far. I technically should have entered like over here, which is fair enough, right? Once these 3 moving averages flipped to the upside, that's when I technically should have entered, so I'm practically entering there. Okay, so Solana is also up 1% today, 1.11%, price is $155, yeah. And I've not checked this in a minute either. Seems like we have this resistance at 161 from previous levels before. I did have it in a range over here that turned out that it broke to the bottom first, which hit my stop loss from before, and then hit the top levels and continue upwards, right? A retest right over here until it continued with the impulse to the upside. I unfortunately missed out on that movement because I hit my stop loss first. Bad risk management. I learned from that now. Same spike in volatility, but kind of similar to Ethereum. Solana has not moved too much, possibly because of what's going on with Sui. Sui is up 4.90%. Yesterday it did have a big down day. It was like down like 10%, I think, whatever this drop is. Yeah, 10% approximately. And then we managed to recover from that drop. I did enter a position on my main account yesterday, although I probably shouldn't have. I should expect to enter whenever we hit these Fibonacci zones, right? Down here, etc. What is this line here? It's a good support level. I'll keep that there. It is maintaining a strong uptrend as well in the longer term, right? If we look at like the 4-hour chart, that is not what I meant to do. But you see that super trend line looks perfect. Literal stairway to heaven. And I drew a new Fibonacci zone as well here just to see if we do drop, where would we be dropping? Because I did have to readjust the all-time high levels again over here. If we do drop, where would we drop and bounce possibly to continue our uptrend? Seems to be around these zones right here. And that's where I plan to enter because it's a high chance of, you know, if it drops over here, it will likely bounce it would also hit my trigger ordered that I have over here, trigger order, and continue going upwards, hopefully. Hey, that DCA strategy kind of worked, and I'm proud of it. Something similar to that is what I am doing on my main account at the moment, but I do want to figure out like a strategy with like technical analysis and everything like that. So still working on perfecting that. Matter of fact, I've been getting kind of spicy with it. I've been trying it out in the Forex market because this platform also offers Forex if you haven't known, but it's, I don't know. I haven't done Forex before, so I'm taking it really slow. I know all about it though, like I've studied it enough. I know practically everything about it, what affects the market, the news that you should keep track of, all of that stuff. But yeah, like in terms of studying the price movements, the fluctuations, the cost of it, right? It's very, very small in most cases, like in decimal points. It's like I'm operating a meme coin, but it's not that volatile, and it's easier, I guess, because more people trade Forex. It's the most liquid market. And technical analysis seems to flow pretty nicely whenever there's not a lot of news, right? Occasionally you will have some news coming out that will affect different countries. Like, I don't know if you're doing Canada, US dollar, if you know the Bank of Canada has an interest rate decision, it's going to affect the price of the Canadian dollar compared to the US dollar, or the Great Britain pound in England, or Australian dollars, euros, etc. Yen from Japan, it's another famous one that people tend to use. So yeah, got to start keeping track of those stuff now. I like this price action for SUI, by the way. It's like we're having a uptrend channel, if you know what I mean, right? I hope it maintains itself that way. Yeah. Unfortunately, like I didn't enter early. I only found out about this like around over here. 27th of September. Really? No. Yeah, probably. I heard about SUI. I did cover it a little bit. I looked into it. And it's probably going to overtake Solana at some point. I'll double check the market caps later on by the time I finish the news, because I do have to get to my news segment, so I'll check that out later. Last thing that I do want to check before we continue is Binance. It was at a downtrend, which it broke, and it started heading upwards, keeping this uptrend in the longer term, which is a good thing. It's breaking out of the psychological resistance at the 600 mark. We also coincide with the Fibonacci level over here. I don't know if I have to change this. No, not quite. We're good. Because we're still projecting like, okay, well, when would this bounce to the downside kind of deal? And then, yeah, I'll adjust things later if we start going in a downtrend. When can we bounce to the upside? Okay, next resistance would be 653, and then of course the all-time high level is 722 for Binance. I don't need this. But looking healthy at the moment, Binance. You see that slowly trickles upwards. This was the volatility spike. It wasn't too crazy either compared to like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Solana was okay as well, but sure. It went up quite a bit, stopped at the 600 mark, went down to 577, but eventually continued its way upwards. It's currently $605.04. $605. Cool. Good for Binance, I guess. Did I entered in Ethereum. How's that going? Let me zoom in. It's going perfect according to plan. No, it's going terrible. Okay, how about we jump into the news? So, a lot of news to cover. I have here that Donald Trump has said that Jerome Powell and the Fed have dropped rates too much and have the easiest job in the world. So he's criticizing Jerome Powell for cutting rates 50 basis points. I recall a couple months ago he said he doesn't want Jerome Powell to cut the rates. So I guess like the benefits that it would have on the economy, the rate cuts, would be shown once Donald Trump becomes president. But that means we would have to wait until the November FOMC meeting, which that's too long, right? Market would still be suffering at this moment if that was the case. So yeah, sure. But I don't know as well. Like, people are still questioning whether the 50 basis point rate cut was good from Jerome Powell or not. Still up in the air at the moment. Still checking economic data to see how it turns out. Donald Trump also announces 100% tariffs on countries ditching the US dollar as a world reserve currency. As we know, BRICS are always meeting up at their summits to de-dollarize everything that they do between each other, as those, those countries would like to trade, right? If Trump gets elected, this is his solution to that. So we're getting some good solutions from Donald Trump, of course. What else we got? In poly market, Trump is leading in every swing state, which is huge. In Arizona, he's winning Michigan, Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. He's beating Kamala Harris by quite a bit in most cases, and it's still pretty tight in some places like Nevada, but it's still, a lead for Trump, which is bullish for crypto and everything. Like, even right now, I don't know if it currently is at the moment. I'll check in just a second. But Donald Trump was beating Kamala Harris 60% to almost 40%. 60-40 split. That's pretty good, right? This 20.2% lead, it's bullish for crypto, right? That's one of the main reasons why we're seeing a lot of up movement from Bitcoin and everything at the moment. Right now, it seems like we're possibly dipping down. This is just a very small scale. Right now, the market seems to tends to slow down at these times. But overall, like, you see the uptrend, right? Very, very healthy. It says today's the day, but that was yesterday. Yesterday, Donald Trump released his World Liberty Fi token, a new cryptocurrency. It's got the ticker WLFI. You can buy it at there. But there's a community note to this as well. In fine print, it notes that the token is not transferable and is locked in the wallet, so you cannot withdraw until the scheme seems fit to allow it. So read the small print. Anyways, due to this, and also due to, I think he was launching a new TV broadcasting system or something, his stock went up a lot. His Trump Media and Technology Group. Let me see if I can find it over here. DJT. Yeah, so it went up a lot yesterday and then immediately dipped down to 25. But then also today, this is just from today, it recovered already. Trying to break out, I guess, of this downtrend that I have drawn from a super long time ago. Right over here. Right? So we're kind of breaking out of that zone. And hopefully we see up movement from here, because this should be a famous stock to invest in, especially if Donald Trump does win the presidential elections. Would be pretty huge. Of course, on top of that, I'm assuming his meme coins and everything should be jumping of joy. Let me see. What is it? Is it Trump or is it MAGA? Trump. MAGA. Yeah, it is both. Okay, it's up 15%. Well, there you go. Right? So, huge day for Trump and his meme coins. Let me see if we can find World Liberty Financial. It's suspiciously down. I still don't know which one it is, because there's like so many fake ones out there that we don't know which one's the actual one. This one's up 9999%. 1.7 million liquidity. Market cap. Which one has the highest market cap? This one. And it's up 48%. I'm assuming it's probably this one. When did this release? All time. Not January. October 16. At 1:30 p.m. That's today. I don't think this is it. No. That's why it says over here, this is not confirmed. So, do your own research before you know for sure whether or not this is the coin you're looking for, because it's still not famous. I don't know where exactly. Oh, it's right here. Donald Trump's WLFI token sale falls short, raises only 4%. His meme coins are doing perfectly fine though. 10%. What is this? This is his other meme coin, I assume. Trump. There's the ticker, Donald Trump, and it's up 10%. Okay, cool. Here's what he released that I just read to you guys. It reached, okay, it's valued at a penny almost. And most buyers invested less than $1,000 on average. Okay, so not a lot of volume or people aping into this coin at the moment, it seems. I don't know. He said he was okay, it's also raising concern about the project's future, and also that community note doesn't quite help, right? Anyways. Um oh yeah, so speaking about his stock, I kind of got sidetracked, didn't I? Yeah, I definitely did. Okay. So his stock it plummeted 20% after a trading halt was put on his stock because it was going up so much. Uh, I guess whoever is hosting it on the back end, like the New York Stock Exchange, I assume. I could double check like right now. They basically halted the trading for it for whatever reason. It's on NASDAQ. Come on, DJT. Yeah, whatever. From NASDAQ, I guess. It's in the United States market though. So yeah, they halted the trading. The stocks plummeted. They didn't like seeing Donald Trump's stock going up. Suspicious. And of course, Donald Trump's got a lot invested in that. He also did mention one time during one of his rallies that his stock it was at its lowest point when a reporter asked him this question: "Is will you like what are you gonna do with your stock?" He's like, "I don't care what happens to it. I'm never gonna sell my stock," is what he said. He's gonna keep all his holdings there. So from that point, the stock started rising in price to where it is at the moment. Cool. And of course, his net worth falls $570 million because he's got a lot of money invested in there, of course. Just proves, he's got all his money there. Remember the Kamala Harris Donald Trump debate where Donald Trump was telling him, like the crime rates are the highest it's ever been under this Biden Harris administration. And then David Muir, one of the moderators, he chimes in and says, actually, no, that's wrong. It's actually a lot lower. And then Donald Trump corrects him and says, no, that's because the FBI stopped reporting in major cities and everything. They stopped reporting that stuff. Well, it turns out Trump was right because the FBI just quietly updated their crime data for 2022, and turns out it was missing thousands of crimes. This just came out like right now. The updated data shows there were 80,000 more violent crimes than in 2021. There was an additional 1,700 murders, 7,780 rapes, 33,459 robberies, and 37,091 aggravated assaults, which goes to show, yes, crime was a lot higher, up a lot more during the Biden-Harris regime, and Trump was right. So now they're, of course, clowning on David Muir to, take back his fact check in real time when they hardly ever fact checked Kamala Harris during that debate. It was pretty one-sided. Okay. Of course, we see what's going on in the polls. Donald Trump is winning. Kamala Harris is getting desperate. What does she do? She starts to attack Trump in different ways this time. Now she's going for his health, it seems like. And that's caused more than 230 doctors and healthcare professionals call on Trump to release medical records because now they're saying she's trying to push the narrative that he's unfit for president because he's an old man and his cognitive ability is probably not there. When she was the one that was hiding Joe Biden's cognitive ability for the past 4 years. And we see how Joe Biden is right now, right? There's no joking about it. Like, that guy is lost most of the time. So yeah, I mean, just goes to show how hypocritical, one-sided, etc., all planned out. She's also trying to copy like what Donald Trump is trying to do. She sees, oh, Trump is going on Joe Rogan, confirmed. Now Kamala Harris wants to go on Joe Rogan and have a chat. Kamala could soon appear on Joe Rogan's podcast as her campaign officials met with Rogan's team this week, sources said. The interview would give her a chance to connect with Rogan's massive following, mostly young men. As polls show Trump overperforming among this group, Kamala's team is targeting black male voters and planning interviews with Fox News and Rogan. Trump is also expected to go on Rogan's podcast before Election Day in what's shaping up to be a tight race. So, I mean, this is something I showed as well before. Why am I stuttering so much? I really have to improve my speech pattern. So, Obama started shaming black male voters, well, black male voters, man voters, for not voting for Kamala Harris, right? He's like, come on, guys, she's a black woman. You should be voting for her. And they're having none of that. They're saying, like, I showed this before as well. They were showing videos of those black men later on saying, no, you know what? Screw Obama, screw the Democrats. I'm voting for Donald Trump. And there's even like video footage of them like filling out their ballots, voting for Trump, which that's just wonderful to see. Blacks for Trump is apparently the big thing at the moment. And she's also going on Fox News. She went on Fox News already. This was news from October 15. Today's October 16. So she already went to Fox News. I already have some details on how that went. But she also released this as well in, policy for black men in America. It seems like I don't know why specifically she wants the black men to vote for Kamala Harris, because she sees like the black men voting for Trump, right? They're waking up to the fact that, this administration is not doing well, not meeting their economic standards in terms of how society is dealing with the economic issues. So yeah, they want to change. They're going to be voting for Trump, and Kamala's trying her best. It seems like desperately to win back those voters. That's why you see her very, very active recently, like going to many different news outlets and shows and a lot of TV shows just to try to like sell herself more. But it seems like she's just been procrastinating this whole time and is leaving all of that to like last minute. We're less than a month away from the election day, and she's just trying to go as much as she can on everything to try to get as much voters as she can, because now she's dropped so much in the polls. Let me pull it up right now. The polls. Let me see. Polymarket. It's practically, yeah. So almost that 20%, just a little under. Trump is at 58% and Kamala is 41%. Practically the same. So Kamala Harris is also, speaking of, releasing the policy for black men in America, which consists of fully forgivable $20,000 loan to start a business. I thought that was going to be for everyone anyway. Protect crypto investments, just for black men. Legalize recreational marijuana for black men. Education and mentorship, national health initiative, and yeah, like, what? Why just the black men, right? And that's what the community is practically outraged about. Kamala Harris has announced that she will legalize marijuana for black Americans. What? Right? It's odd stuff going on here. Legalize marijuana, and says that nobody should go to jail for smoking weed is what she said. Now keep in mind, when she was a San Francisco district attorney, also like, we all know she was like prosecutor and everything. She oversaw 1,900 convictions for marijuana offenses, with some cases resulting in jail time. So she's had people thrown in jail for marijuana, and now she's suddenly switching and saying no one should go to jail for smoking weed. It's just all very hypocritical. You can see right here. And of course, he's like the most famous clip of Tulsi Gabbard completely destroying Kamala Harris here. This was during like some debate or something, or the primary, Democratic presidential debate, right? Keep in mind, she got no votes in the primary as well. And now Tulsi Gabbard, of course, is endorsing Trump fully at this point. And here's her post about it. No one should go to jail for smoking weed. People are calling her out. You jailed black people in California for smoking weed. Over 1,500 people are in jail, and you laughed about it. Yeah, it's all right here, right, in the clip. There's no dancing around the topic at this point. And also, like, she seriously said, I got a plan for black men. Weed. Like, what? I don't know. It's very stereotypical, odd, weird stuff going on. Here we have Brett Baer. Good guy or bad guy? Why did he agree to this? He's the Fox News host, I assume, right? And I mentioned this already. Kamala Harris will be, she already has gone on to Fox News for an interview, right? And turns out it's going to be pre-taped and it will not be a live interview, which sucks. Why is everything pre-taped with Kamala? Why can't she ever do anything live? Well, because she needs her teleprompter, or she needs stuff edited out when she goes through her word salads. Even still, like here's the some footage of her performance and everything. Like it still hasn't been too good according to most people. Yeah, most people very like just disagree with this. So I feel like it is hurting her campaign at this point because she's just not making sense with the stuff that she says. And this is just benefiting Trump in every way. And Trump just has to, sit back, watch her self-destruct, and, receive all those votes. Hopefully, I guess, right? That should be how things are. Florida, a man got sentenced to 20 years for a 4-count crypto Ponzi scheme. So he basically defrauded people. He has to forfeit $3.6 million in a home purchased by using the victim's funds, scamming people out of their money. So they caught him. He's going to pay the price for it. Good. At least the Department of Justice is doing something. But what's not good is, well, I covered this news as well before. TD Bank was fined $3 billion for enabling drug money laundering, which is the largest penalty of its kind in U.S. history. And the United States TD Bank got caught. But still, like, it doesn't make sense because they still profited $10 billion from the money laundering. And, after they paid their $3 billion in fines, they still net $7 billion. There's no charges given to anyone specifically. I don't know. I feel like that was not handled correctly by the Department of Justice. Odd stuff going on. What else we got in Europe? In Italy, the president or prime minister, Giorgia Meloni, she passed an anti-surrogacy law that effectively bans gay couples from becoming parents. Well, there you go. They're going anti-woke this time in Europe. What I don't like though is this though. She also raised the capital gains tax on Bitcoin from 26% to 42%. I read it wrong. It's practically like a soft ban on Bitcoin is how people are taking it. In Canada, it's much worse. We have like, depending on it, if you made less than $250,000 in capital gains profit, you're taxed on 50% of that in Canada, which is outrageous. In Italy, sure, it's 42%. They're learning from us. But what's worse is that, Trudeau passed a law in like June where he said if you make more than $250,000 on your capital gains, you're going to be taxed 66% of that. So you only get to keep 34% of your profits. Everything is going to the government, which, I don't know. I feel like that's a scam, right? They're saying it's just to tax the richer, but come on, $250K, come on. And still, like, that's a lot. I even think the initial 50% is a lot. So yeah, due to Italy raising that, here's a cool alternative. Bitcoin banks can fix this, If you don't want to sell your Bitcoin, you can lend it out to people. You can make people borrow your Bitcoin, right? That way you're getting paid for it, possibly interest as well, I guess. And yeah, you don't sell it, so you don't have to pay tax on it. Possible workaround. Not financial advice. Anyways, in general, like the whole European Union, well, practically every country is raising their capital gains tax rates for this. The UK is set to raise their tax rate from 20% to 39% in the upcoming weeks, so it hasn't been announced yet. Italy has already done that, right, from 26 to 42% on capital gains tax. So, you just got to work, you pay your income tax. When you invest your money, you take the risk, and if you profit, you have to pay half of that to them. The governments are practically robbing us is how people feel, which is indeed a sad reality. That sucks. I don't know. Probably move to a country that doesn't tax your crypto. Like, what countries don't do that? Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia now. I think, what is it called? Dubai? Is Dubai a country? I don't know. One of those Middle Eastern countries, the Arab countries, not the like Iran or nothing like that. No, it's one of the Arab countries, and also Singapore, and possibly some European country that I'm forgetting. Anyway, yeah, whatever. We got to start finding workarounds for this because paying half of your profits to the government is no bueno. Um, Germany's like really defending the Jews for whatever reason in Israel. They're saying that there's no signs of Israel committing a genocide in Gaza. Based. German Chancellor Scholz also said that he will not accept Iran attacking Israel with missiles. Iran is playing with fire, right? Cool. He's defending Israel. And then Israel's plans to attack Iran are complete. They've already, there was all these talks about, oh, Netanyahu is arriving to discuss with like his officials how, where to attack Iran. That's all still this looming thing. When are they going to attack Iran? When are they going to retaliate? Because Iran sent those hundreds of missiles over on October 1st, ruining October. And now they still, it's been 15 days now. No retaliation yet. Still waiting for that. So, I don't know. Even if they do retaliate, might drop the price of Bitcoin, I'll be fine with it. I'll just buy the dip. Because I honestly think, like, one more dip and then it's over. Like, you're never seeing 60k Bitcoin again. It's going to start skyrocketing from there, especially if Trump wins. 80k instant Bitcoin and end of year 100k possibly. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I don't know. People are estimating like end of year 2025 to have like 250k or 300k Bitcoin. Possible. It's all possible. All up to speculation. We can only speculate. Okay, we're not even on the topic of Bitcoin yet. We still have to talk about Middle East. So the United States also issued a warning to Israel that if the Gaza humanitarian crisis isn't resolved in 30 days, as of October 15, they will impose a weapons embargo on Israel. Okay, cool. I mean, that's going to be after the election, but sure. We also have big news from Tesla moving their Bitcoin for the first time in 2 years. Tracked by Arkham, they track the wallets of a lot of major companies, and they noticed that Tesla has been moving their Bitcoin around. They moved another like $275 million to a new wallet. In total, is $500 million in Bitcoin. And it turns out that we're just doing that in total, is saying $765 million worth of Bitcoin is just a self-custody wallets, because it seems like that's the big brain play at the moment. Elon Musk, of course, is also very pro-crypto. And of course, other Wall Street giants like Michael Saylor, also very pro. His whole stock is using Bitcoin strategy, right, to grow his stock, which has been proven to work. I have more info on that later on. So, of course, Elon Musk is also getting into some of this action where Tesla holds Bitcoin, which is also a great thing, a good reserve asset to hold, because that for sure will go up in price, benefiting the stock in the long run. Michael Saylor says MicroStrategy was beating every single company in the S&P index using its Bitcoin strategy. What does he mean by this? Where his infinite money glitch kind of thing is he takes out loans, right? As many loans as he can, and he just buys Bitcoin. He raises money and just buys Bitcoin, right? Sure, he'll pay those loans back after Bitcoin has gone up so much that the interest that he gets charged on those loans is just so minuscule compared to the gains that he's going to get. I kind of want to do the same thing, but I don't know. I can't afford to. You shouldn't risk what you can't afford to lose in the first place. This guy is just going all in. He's crazy, but it's proven to work, right? It's the top performing stock, even beating like Nvidia. MicroStrategy has returned like 800 something percent. Nvidia is like just below that, and Nvidia has been doing really well. It has been the fastest growing stock as well that most people see, but people overlook the fact that MicroStrategy is like doing way better because of Bitcoin, right? It's all because of Bitcoin. So that's really good. Remember, I also complained that, Bitcoin wasn't being shown on Google, the chart of it, the censorship. It was all, attack on free speech. If we look at Bitcoin price now we see the chart here, which that's a huge W. They got it back. Maybe it was a technical issue and we were all freaking out, or maybe we got to them and we caught them or saying, haha, you were suppressing the price. Well, not the price. You were suppressing media attention, retail attention to Bitcoin, right? For whatever reason. Anyways, it's all fixed now, so we're good. Here's reasons why you're not bullish enough. October pump is currently still happening. There's going to be rate cuts in a lot of countries. Stock markets making new all-time highs. Historically, Q4 is bullish. Trump is set to win the 2024 elections, and BlackRock obviously buying billions worth of Bitcoin. Actually, I haven't checked that. I do want to check that. Let's check the ETF flows. Let me drink some tea. Wow, look at October 14. $555 million inflow from Bitcoin. And look, even Grayscale. This is Grayscale, right? Yeah. Buying 37 million, 4 million. They're having inflows finally instead of outflows. When Grayscale starts buying, you already know that this is just, it's prepared to go up even further. Yesterday was 300 million. Today so far is 58 million. We still haven't gotten a report from BlackRock, but BlackRock's been buying 288 million just yesterday. They did have some outflows, but the outflows are very minuscule as well, right? 10 million, 13 million compared to every other day they inflowed 72 million, 40 million, 36 million, 97, 39, 13, 79, and, just yesterday, 288. Who knows how much they inflowed today. Grayscale did nothing, and we're also expecting from Invesco, which will probably be little to nothing. Seems like they don't inflow too much, but any inflows are always appreciated. This will keep the prices high, which is what we need. All right, cool. Here's this also sad news, but if you do care about this guy, I guess the former One Direction star Liam Payne died at age 31. He fell from a hotel in Argentina, and it's unclear if it was accidental. I was reading a bit more about it. Apparently, it was on the 3rd floor he fell off, and he died from that fall. And the police were saying that he was killed. Like somebody tried pushing him over his balcony and tried to kill him or something. I don't know. What else was there? Apparently he had some tension, something with his ex-girlfriend or something. I don't know. I don't follow this drama. I'm not a One Direction fan either, but yeah, there's that news if you do care about it. What else for crypto? Canary Capital files for a Litecoin ETF. Did this have any effect on the price of Litecoin? I don't even know. I do not check Litecoin anymore. Ever since I had a mass liquidation on Litecoin, it hurt me. It cut me personally, and I just don't want to look at it anymore. I'm looking for my charts. Where did it go? Let me find Litecoin here for you. LTC. It's down 2% today. I'm assuming, what is this? October 15 at 12? Well, that was when everything spiked up in price, was it? Or was it this? Hold on. What time did this news come out? Like 1 p.m.? Okay, so that was after this. This might have been it, actually. We could have seen a big spike in the price of Litecoin due to that news. Possible Litecoin ETF coming soon. But really, like, I don't see if there's a big use case or demand for Litecoin. Just look at Ethereum, right? I haven't looked at Ethereum's ETF inflow outflow, but just look at this. Barely anything. We even had an outflow yesterday. Today, an inflow of 12 million. It balances out the day of yesterday. Yeah, but it's dead. Like this, the Ethereum ETFs are not that popular at the moment. I'm sure it will regain its popularity, at some point, like when the bull run really, really hits, yeah, like, and Bitcoin is 80,000 when Trump wins. Yeah, sure, Ethereum will be 4,000. A lot more Ethereum ETFs will start getting some inflows again. And that'll be that, and we'll all enjoy it. But for Litecoin, though, like, I honestly don't see a use case for this. I've heard, like, maybe Solana. I could see Solana probably being more popular than Ethereum. It might even flip Ethereum at some point. But, and also we heard about the XRP ETF that might be coming out, but then the SEC appealed their case again, so I'm assuming that's going nowhere now. Yeah, strange stuff. I didn't mean to close that. Whatever. What else do we have? So price action of... They've been saying this for months now. Oh, a huge cup and handle is about to break out here. Which, yeah, sure, eventually it will, right? But how long until, whatever. I think this might be it, though, according to just what I've seen, right? And it's, of course, historically, this is the month when everything will start to pump. Hopefully that is the case. Maybe we see one more drop. I'm hoping, at least, so I can ape into that. United Arab Emirates Central Bank approves the launch of an AED stablecoin. That's the currency of the United Arab Emirates. They're getting a stablecoin, which is good. More liquidity, more money inflow into the markets, more people buying. That's a good thing. Another stablecoin, sure. People from Arabic countries will be able to start buying Bitcoin and other crypto. Just good in general. That's a good thing. And just more reasons why you should stay bullish. If you see this, I don't even know what this indicator is. But as soon as you see that bounce right there, we start seeing a bull market. Right after we retrace from that, we hit a bottom point over here, and then we start heading upwards. We're currently at that moment right now, according to this indicator, for the price of Bitcoin. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff coming soon. And last bit of news. The Florida governor, DeSantis, said, I think, I don't remember if I showed this video. This was all during like the Hurricane Milton when it was coming soon. There was a dog that was just tied in the middle, like, not in the middle of the highway, but like on the side of the highway, right? He was just tied there and abandoned, right? And the cop pulled over and tried to rescue the dog. Yeah. He's saying the scumbag who left the dog chained to the fence ahead of Hurricane Milton has been identified and will face charges for leaving the poor dog alone there, where a cop had to go rescue him. Well, alright, here's the footage, actually. Yeah, you saw the cop car, and there's the dog just tied up there while the whole thing started flooding, right? The rain started pouring down. So, yeah. Cool. They found the culprit. I guess that's great. Okay. Well, what else do I have for news? That's all. Bitcoin recovering. Swinging upwards. Should I enter? I'm already in Ethereum. I'll just leave it at that. Oh, what a spike up in the price. Okay. Well, how much profit is that? 100? 2? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, keep that up, Ethereum. Speaking of up, I have to write this stuff down, and then I'll end the stream. I'll write this stuff down, and then yeah, we're good. Today's been a great day. Like it's all looking up again. This DCA thing kind of saved my portfolio. I have I'm actually gonna put more trigger orders, and I'll explain my reasoning for them before I end the stream. As I just have so much planned for today. Wow. I don't know, I've just got this crazy energy suddenly. I'm looking for the file and I can't find it. Here it is. Okay. Found the file. Here we go. Last trade we did was in Ethereum. Not the current one, but like the one before. So from here. Did these all closed at the same time at 68,000? Okay, so Bitcoin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 Bitcoin trades. They all closed. Was it today? Yeah, 10:16. Okay. Open prices. Oh boy. Let's see, I opened this one 53K. I'll just copy all of these. I probably should have gone the opposite way, but it's okay. And close price 68,000. Come on, I literally pressed Control V. Okay. No, what are you doing? Alright. Starting from the bottom, we made 394 in this one. We made 314. Okay, well. I might have crashed. I really hope it didn't, because that was so much work. I pasted without formatting. This Excel, bro, I swear. It's not responding. Please don't crash. I'm not using a legit version, that's probably why. Yeah. Oh, it pasted. Okay, well, undo that. Thank you. And paste here. Thank you. 294. I don't know why it takes so long to paste as well. I'm just going to save before something crazy happens. And let's put that there. Trading fees are all the same. Huge. This saved our portfolio for sure. 11,362.83 and my equity 362.80. I also do have an open position there, so that probably explains some of it. And these are all take profits. Beautiful. Hey, I'm safe. I'm saved now. My portfolio is booming again. What, you thought October was going to be a bad month? What, we're up 11%. Well, there you go. September, historically bad month. October is Uptober, historically great month. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, cool. It's fine. It's fine. We'll do perfectly fine. How far are we from top? $873 from our top position. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I can get there. Probably not. Well, maybe by this month. Okay, actually, next week... Yeah, next week I'm going back to United States for maybe a week. So I'm going to be off that whole week. Oh my god, I also want to give a channel update. What am I doing with my channel anymore? So, oh my god, Ethereum is pumping. Dude, this might be it. Okay, my channel. So, I got a couple videos taken down because I read books. They don't like my voice. Sure, I can understand that. But taking down my videos and threatening to copy strike my channel, I mean, fine. I guess I'm reading your book and everything, which is free publicity for you, but sure, take it how you wish. So, I'm gonna still read stuff, but separating them into smaller segments. Like, I'm gonna be making shorter videos. It's not gonna be hours long. Ideally not, right? Like, maybe I'll take one chapter out of one book, and you'll never know what book it is, so good luck. And I might even change up a few words around, here and there. Will it be in English or Spanish? Probably Spanish, because I feel like I've not been doing enough Spanish content on my channel, so I still gotta improve my Spanish too. I feel like it's fine, like, I still want to improve it though, regardless. I don't know what it is. I feel like my speech pattern is just getting worse. So that's why I do this. That's why I read books, to try to improve it, improve my sentence structure, the speech pattern, try not to stutter as much, try not to, like I'm doing right now, just go blank for words. I pull a Joe Biden, Kamala Harris moment. You see, I already messed up on my words. I mean, hey, those guys are worse with their speech patterns too, and they're running for they are presidents, vice presidents already. Come on. I mean, sure, I guess every human's unique and they have their own way of speaking. So, yeah. I really hope this hits a take profit like right now. I don't think it will. Okay, well, we'll give it some time, however long it needs. It's starting off beautifully. We have this late night pump. It's 10 p.m. Why? Why are you pumping? Anyway, I do also want to check what is top gainer, top loser. Man, there's just so much to talk about today. Mog, meme coins, Bonk, Dogecoin is up 699%. Sui is up 5%. I'm in that, so I am happy. I don't think it's... Hold on. Yeah, I might be positive by now on Sui. I bought like somewhere over here. I'm like barely positive. Or maybe not even positive. I don't know. I'm looking at a 5-minute chart, so I can't even tell. Yeah, I'd say it was about here that I purchased. Okay. We'll just say that it's in the green. My whole portfolio is in the green on my main account. I've done a good job with the DCA and everything. The only thing that's not green is I have one crazy dumb position in Shiba Inu, and it's the only meme coin that does not go up. 0.90% today alone. Whopping 0%. Crazy. And I bought like... Where did I buy? 28? Or 30, I think? Like, I bought like somewhere over here. This kind of area. Look how much I need for this to increase. A whole 60, 50, 60, 70%? Yeah. I think that's rest in peace, my money. But hey, at least it's not gotten liquidated. It's been close to getting liquidated, but you know, I managed the risk pretty well at least in that case. I also don't think it's even too much money, so I don't even mind if it closes or loses. Me being rich. I know my whole portfolio is up though, so it makes me happy. I was only down in Shiba Inu, Ethereum as well, because I was DCAing since the 3,000 mark. A lot of my Ethereum positions did get liquidated when it took a huge dip down to 2,000, almost 2,000, right? 2,100, a big dip for Ethereum. But since then it's recovered and I've DCA'd more, so... And, like, it also hasn't gone up that much. That's at 18%, come on. From here. About 24%. Everything else has recovered at least over 30%. But not Ethereum. Ethereum has been pretty sideways for a while now, ever since this large dump on August 5. August 4, August 5. Solana. I want to use Solana as an example. What happened August 5 Solana? This downtrend is no longer useful. You see Solana is up like 41%. Double the speed of recovery than how Ethereum performed ever since the 5th of August till today's date. Just goes to show, you know, something's definitely off with Ethereum. Not a lot of volume, not a lot of attraction in its ETFs. Wow. Alright, cool. I've been talking for too long, but I feel like this is so informative. It's probably one of my better streams I've ever done. And the good thing is that nobody watched it. Let's go. Alright. One last look at Ethereum before... Okay, well that is not what I clicked. Whatever. Alright. And oh, I also want to check top losers. Hedera, Chili's, and then the rest is 3% and lower. Doesn't matter. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, if you ever do watch this. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Vote for Donald Trump and buy his tokens and his stock and his meme coins and his MAGA hats. And I'll see you tomorrow. When I go to USA next week, I'm definitely going to buy a MAGA hat, I promise. I'll post an image and everything. Because even Joe Biden's worn a Trump hat. Trump 2024. Okay. Alright, that's it. Bye-bye.